Shirley Temple was one of the most beloved child stars in Hollywood history, capturing the hearts of audiences during the Great Depression with her infectious charm, signature curls, and undeniable talent. Born in 1928 in Santa Monica, California, Shirley was thrust into show business at an early age, making a screen debut at just 3 years old. By the mid-1930s, she had become a household name, starring in box office hits such as Bright Eyes, Curly Top, and The Little Colonel. Her ability to light up the screen with song and dance routines made her a beacon of joy in a difficult era, and her performances were so impactful that President Franklin D. Roosevelt once credited her with helping to lift the nation's spirits. Despite her extraordinary success as a child actress, Shirley's career shifted as she grew older. By the time she entered her teenage years, the roles that had once defined her stardom became harder to find, and she eventually retired from acting in the early 1950s. However, her influence extended far beyond the silver screen. Shirley transitioned into a distinguished career in diplomacy, serving as the US ambassador to Ghana and later to Czechoslovakia. Her life was a remarkable journey from child stardom to statesmanship, proving that she was more than just a Hollywood legend. She was a woman of resilience, intelligence, and grace. As Shirley's career evolved, so did the places she called home. From the modest Santa Monica bungalow where she spent her early years to the grand Brentwood estate that reflected her growing fame, each residence tells a story of a different chapter in her life. Later, she moved to Northern California with her husband, Charles Alden Black, where they built a life away from the Hollywood spotlight. Now, let's take a closer look at the homes that shaped Shirley Temple's life, beginning in where her journey to stardom truly began. In Santa Monica, California, Shirley spent her earliest years in a modest Spanish-style bungalow at 948 24th Street. This home, where she was born in 1928, was a simple yet cozy residence that saw the very beginnings of a Hollywood icon. It was here that her mother, Gertrude Temple, first recognized Shirley's talent and encouraged her to pursue singing and dancing. Though this house was humble, it was the foundation of a future filled with lights, cameras, and worldwide fame. As Shirley's career took off in the early 1930s, her family relocated to 259 19th Street in Santa Monica. This house, a charming two-story residence, provided more spacing for the growing Temple family and was where Shirley lived during a rapid rise to fame. The home's welcoming front porch and classic California architecture made it a picturesque setting for a young starlet. It was during this time that Shirley became a box office sensation, starring in films like Bright Eyes, while still finding time to play in the backyard and enjoy a relatively normal childhood away from the studio lights. By 1936, Shirley had become Hollywood's top-earning child star, prompting another move, this time to a grander, custom-built home in the Brentwood neighborhood of Los Angeles. Located at 227 Rockingham Avenue, this French Normandy-style mansion was a true reflection of her immense success. At just 8 years old, Shirley had gone from a young girl with big dreams to a national treasure, and this home became a sanctuary from the overwhelming attention she received from fans and the press. Designed by architect John Byers and his associate Ed Lemure, the approximately 5,000 square foot home was situated on a lot measuring 168 feet by 400 feet, extending from Rockingham Avenue to Sunset Boulevard. The estate's exterior showcased high-peak rooftops, stone archways, and a distinctive weather vane exuding a timeless charm. A massive stone wall and iron gate enclosed the property, ensuring privacy for the young star and her family. Inside, the home featured a magnificent living room with a vaulted wood beam ceiling, a grand fireplace, and paneled walls, creating a warm and inviting atmosphere. One of the home's most enchanting features was a spiral staircase in the foyer, adorned with a vintage chandelier. This staircase became a focal point in many photographs of Shirley during her teenage years, capturing moments of a graceful descent. The residence also included a playroom with original wooden beams overhead, serving as a space where Shirley could relax and enjoy her leisure time away from the public eye. The expansive grounds of the estate were equally impressive. Stone paths meandered through lush gardens, leading to a large lawn and a swimming pool area. The property also catered to Shirley's equestrian interests, boasting stables for her ponies. This addition allowed her to indulge in horseback riding within the safety of her home's confines, further enriching her multifaceted childhood experiences. Now, one of the most unique features of the Brentwood estate was the playhouse, a Tudor-style cottage that Shirley's father had built for her on the property. Designed as a miniature version of their home, this enchanting retreat had working electricity, child-sized furniture, and even a kitchen where Shirley could pretend to cook. It was here that she hosted tea parties, played with friends, and for a brief moment, lived like an ordinary child in a world that constantly reminded her she was anything but. These homes not only provided a backdrop for Shirley Temple's formative years, but also reflected the extraordinary trajectory of her early career. From a small bungalow in Santa Monica to a grand estate in Brentwood, each residence tells a piece of a story of talent, hard work, and a little girl who became America's sweetheart. In 1951, the Temple family sold the Brentwood estate. Subsequent owners made significant alterations, including dividing the main house into two separate residences to facilitate easier sales. Despite these changes, many original elements, such as the iconic weather vane and the charming glass playhouse, have been preserved, standing as testaments to the property's storied past. Today, the legacy of 227 Rockingham Avenue endures, reflecting a blend of Hollywood history and architectural elegance. The residence remains a cherished landmark, offering a glimpse into the life of one of America's most beloved child stars. In the years following her Hollywood stardom, Shirley Temple found solace in her Atherton, California home, a sprawling yet private residence where she and her husband, Charles Alden Black, raised their children. Settled in one of the most prestigious neighborhoods in Northern California, the home provided the perfect retreat from the public eye. Unlike the grandeur of a childhood Brentwood estate, this house was designed for comfort and family life, reflecting Shirley's transition from a beloved film star to a devoted wife, mother, and later, a distinguished diplomat. The residence was surrounded by lush greenery, offering a quiet and idyllic environment where the former child star could focus on her personal life away from Hollywood's spotlight. Inside, the home was a blend of mid-century modern and traditional aesthetics, with cozy yet elegant furnishings that reflected Shirley's refined taste. The spacious living room featured large windows that bathed the space in natural light, complementing the warm, inviting tones of the home's decor. Photographs from the 1950s show Shirley spending time with her children in the family room, emphasizing how the house was designed to be a functional and welcoming space for a growing family. The kitchen, a central part of the home, was often the heart of family gatherings, where Shirley prepared meals and enjoyed everyday moments with her husband and children. A notable feature of the Atherton home was Shirley Temple's extraordinary doll collection. Over the years, she amassed a collection of over 1,500 dolls, many of which were given to her by devoted fans during the height of her film career. The collection, housed in one of the home's dedicated rooms, became a treasured piece of her past, a reminder of the immense impact she had on audiences worldwide. Later, she donated the collection to the Allied Arts Guild in Menlo Park, ensuring that her fans could continue to enjoy a part of her legacy. The donation reflects Shirley's lifelong commitment to giving back, something that remained a defining trait throughout her life. Beyond the home's interiors, the expansive backyard was another cherished feature. The beautifully landscaped grounds provided ample space for outdoor activities, family gatherings, and moments of quiet relaxation. The garden, filled with seasonal flowers and towering trees, offered a peaceful escape where Shirley could reflect on her extraordinary life and career. Her children often played in the backyard, making a place filled with laughter and joy, a stark contrast to the film sets where Shirley spent much of her childhood. The Atherton residence remained Shirley Temple's beloved home for decades, serving as the backdrop for her life's later chapters, including a foray into politics and diplomacy. While she had left the world of entertainment behind, she continued to make a lasting impact, this time on the world stage as a US ambassador. Today, the house remains an important part of her story, a place where Shirley Temple lived not as a Hollywood icon, but as a loving wife, mother, and stateswoman who left an enduring legacy. In the early 1960s, Shirley Temple Black and her husband, Charles Alden Black, sought a tranquil retreat away from the public eye, leading them to the serene town of Woodside, California. In 1961, they established their residence in this picturesque community, nestled among the rolling hills and lush landscapes of the San Francisco Peninsula. The property offered the privacy and peace they desired, providing a sanctuary where they could focus on family life and personal endeavors. The Woodside home was a reflection of the blacks' appreciation for both elegance and comfort, designed with a blend of traditional and contemporary architectural elements. The residence featured spacious rooms filled with natural light, offering panoramic views of the surrounding countryside. The interior was adorned with carefully selected antiques and artworks, many of which Shirley had collected over the years, creating an ambiance that was both sophisticated and inviting. A notable aspect of the Woodside property was its expansive gardens. Shirley, an avid gardener, took great pride in cultivating a variety of flowers and plants, transforming the outdoor space into a vibrant tapestry of colours and scents. The meticulously maintained grounds included walking paths, serene seating areas, and a charming gazebo, providing the perfect setting for family gatherings and quiet reflection. This connection to nature offered Shirley a sense of grounding and tranquility, a stark contrast to her bustling early years in Hollywood. The Woodside residence remained Shirley Temple Black's cherished home for over 5 decades. Surrounded by loved ones, Shirley passed away in this beloved home on February 10, 2014 at the age of 85. As we've journeyed through the remarkable homes of Shirley Temple, we've explored not just the places she lived, but the chapters of her incredible life. From a childhood filled with Hollywood magic to a quiet retreat where she embraced family and diplomacy. Each home tells the story of a young girl who brought joy to millions, a woman who gracefully transitioned away from the spotlight, and a beloved figure who made a lasting impact beyond the silver screen. Whether it was the grandeur of a Brentwood estate, the warmth of a Atherton home, or the peaceful serenity of a Woodside residence, these homes reflect the life of an icon who was so much more than a Hollywood fame. Now, if you enjoyed this tour of Shirley Temple's homes and want to see more fascinating glimpses into the lives of Hollywood legends, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We have many more home tours and untold stories from the golden age of Hollywood and beyond. And don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an episode, and let us know in the comments which celebrity home you'd love to see next. We'd love to take you on another journey through history.